Hello everybody, my name is Zelinator and welcome back to Ultimate Minecraft Polyworld episode 461. I have building materials on me for something I don't remember what I had. I didn't think I was in the middle of anything. That's what happens when you don't work on stuff. Oh yeah, that's what I was doing. I was building this little thingy. This really does kind of remind me of whatever I constructed back for, what was it? Through the 3DS, into the 3DS, across the 3DS, whatever my 3DS series was, I can't remember. That's what happens when you don't have a streamlined naming convention. Alright, so how are we looking down there? Most of the plants are doing good, except we could use more sugarcane spread out. Let's go take care of that real fast. Maybe I just finished. Oh, you know what? The portal. I don't think I did anything with another portal. I should make it look nicer. Before we get to that, let's just pick all the sugarcane up. Oh, that was nice. That was exactly how much I needed. I guess that was half of. No, it would have been a third. A third of what I planted, because then another third is layer 2, and then another third was layer 3. Anyways, math, not important. We're going to head on back up top and examine the portal area. I'll need to see what exactly I hope to do. Mad dash. I forgot I did indeed get horse armor. Oh yeah, I also need to make a horse stable. That's on the to-do list. So this is the floor. This will still be the floor. I'll probably raise it up back here. The cave area. Question though, how exactly do I want to do everything? I could just have straight up cobblestone floors with stone brick walls. Excuse me, Mr. Pig. So there's the stuff I'm taking. That's all that dirt. Mob drops. Ores. Do I have a chest for plant stuff? I feel like I do. Do I have a logs chest? Nope, but I do now. Alright, so. Looks like I have moderate amount of stone. So I'm thinking, this is fortune, right? So I'm thinking I'll start out with the cobblestone floor. Get that going as the pigs move me around. Howdy, howdy, welcome back. Start with the cobblestone floor. We'll go from there. Then I'll just build the walls up. Alright, time to do what I often do. I might leave that as it is. Keep the corners indented a little. Alright, so as that goes there, maybe I will need some stone, or I have an idea. We do something like this. Oh, there's a whole upper area. Let's investigate. Oh, we're all good. Oh, that's right, this all connects down there. I'll need to work on that. Look at all this andesite. Alright, one thing at a time. I have a portal in a artificial crater build. What else did you have in your artificial crater? Oop. That's the next tunnel down there. All of this is connected. I'll figure out how to connect that later. But first things first, we'll keep going here. Once I get the floor in place, it'll be easier to take care of everything else. I'll need to figure out torches, but I could do that later. And now we have everything planned out. I guess I'll bump these to the floor for now, even though they'll need to go on the walls later. I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know if the crater was going to be artificial or not. I should say I didn't know if everything inside was going to be already there, or if you just dug it out yourself. Did you build up the walls for the crater, or was the village lower down? There we go. For the most part. Alright, how are we doing on here? I guess what I'll have is I'll just have this all connected. And do I need this particular pathway? Probably not. I'll just go from here. That sounds like an interesting way to go about it. Howdy, Paul. Welcome back. New plan. I think we're going to replace all these with... Hello! Was not expecting that to happen. Let's replace all of this with stairs. Excuse me, buddy. I'm working here. And so then that means for the ceiling, that's connected. And boop. Nope. Boop. There we go. I'll make this look nicer later. I just wanted to get the overall shape first. But then up here, this all comes together. There we go. Now this feels a little more as it should. Except we don't have the stairs on the backside. I'll probably deal with that when I take care of the walls. But I want to wrap up on the floor first. Actually, I'll just dig all this out now. I'm probably also going to expand this wider than how it was initially. Starting to run out of stone variants. Have you been carving up that much of the world? Sounds like you should make some more if you're not planning to explore. I don't remember how to make granite though. No more stone in your chests? Then go digging. If you don't have it saved, collect some more. There will always be plenty of stone in a regular Minecraft world. Super flat is not regular. Although if you have a custom super flat, you're gonna have stone. That's what I did for modded super flat survival. I had stuff fall, right? Maybe I picked it up and I wasn't watching. Well, either way, nighttime's approaching. We'll catch some Z's and reset the weather timer. And how's this looking? Well, it's a start. Maybe I'll have a glass window there. That would allow me to put the door right here because, well, maybe that needs to go one more. If this is the wall, I guess if I have a singular door, this would be the next wall, which would go across here, which I might end up carving out some of that just to get the window a little bit larger. Decisions, decisions, decisions. And then we'll stop there. We'll see how it goes. But from here, let's see, do I have a way of connecting this? I feel like I do. Oh yeah, we're gonna reset the weather timer. We had rain a couple times on here not that long ago. Tiny Zelamoon. Looks like the piglin started wandering. Excuse me, buddy. Do we have any higher levels? I don't think so. I think we still only have the first oxidization stage. Alright, back to work. The work never ends. I probably should have gone down there and picked up the glass, but too late for that now. So if this is here, I'll need the stairs. We are out of stairs. That's unfortunate. So on there. We're gonna have them going here as well, which means all of this is the floor. And boop. Alright, cool. So now we're all set. This will be connected, and then I'll be happy. Oh, wait, hold up. There we go. Alright, we'll get the glass, and we'll get the cobblestone stairs. No, thank you. Alright, we're gonna make +1 stack. Don't know how many I'll need, but I'll take it. In fact, while we're here, we'll just grab all of these real fast. And then stone brick, just enough to get us going. Don't need andesite. Don't think I'll need the dirt either. How does one acquire a ton of tough? By finding it? I don't think it can be crafted. Last, that's what it was. We're gonna go with full blocks. And I think we're gonna cook up more. How about we cook up these 2 stacks? I still had iron in there. Thanks, me of the past. Probably should have done this in 16. Oops. So nice to have shift clicking in the furnaces though. Coming right off of playing my beta 1.8 world yesterday. Alright, now we're good. I hope. Famous last words. Didn't I? Let me complete that before I work on the windows. So over here, we're gonna have stone brick plus stone brick. So then that'll all line up. And so I'm thinking, well, there's cobblestone. I didn't pick that up. Oops. We have right there 3 blocks tall, but because of how it's indented, I'm thinking of having it be at least 4 blocks. This will also give me a nice big refund on all of this. But it's just a little too set inward. Well, the problem is I don't have a way to place that 4th block. So we'll see how it's looking with 3 so far. Ah, I ran out. And that's why I started cooking. Tomorrow, Paul, will be the full release of 1.17. This is the last pre-release and release candidate to get through. There we go. I guess if I hold off on the glass for now. Hold on, let me just dig all this up. Which means I could probably get a refund on these 4 bricks if I'm going to keep it open. Oh wait, I have that torch there, never mind. So I'm looking for the walls. This taken care of. Because then I'll need more glass to fill in there. Then it looks like I won't need to place too many stone bricks, but I will have a little bit going across the top. So if I do that there, that's 4, and then that just goes diagonal. Kurt is very close to the far lands. As long as his Flobathon keeps going, he'll get there a few months, I think, is the most recent estimate. Based on the length of his streams. So that gives us an idea for how far he walks. Math and all of that. Alright, so with that all now nice and taken care of. Maybe I should put some water down here. A pool to jump into, even though I don't need to. I'm pretty sure Kurt says what the world size is at the end of every stream. I think he passed 90 gigabytes. Oops. That's why I have Soak Touch. I might just shave off those last couple blocks though, right there. Little in the way. If it's 79,900, then that's closer to 80 megabytes. I thought he passed 90 already, not 80. Well, there we go. That's all filled in. I like the window. This feels a little thin though. I might bring this wall back. Make it consistent all the way across. There we go. Oops. Didn't mean to dig that one, but that's okay. Maybe I'll have the ceiling be stone. That way I won't have to dig it up much. With all this now taken care of, what we can do is start digging up all this andesite here. And the stone. I wasn't focused on symmetry for the path. I was focused on not having a comfortable experience of walking through it. Because it would have been fine as it was. It would have made it a curve. But now this makes it perfectly diagonal. Alright, there we go. Little by little. Bit by bit, says Elavan. Can't even remember the name of that show. It was on PBS. Oh wait, hold on. That was supposed to be all stone, not stone brick. Pick block is nice. I'm gonna keep talking about pick block for the next 2 weeks. 2 weeks just about. Alright, so now I can focus on all of this. If I have the floor completed, then I can focus on filling in everything else. We're gonna make it all nice and squared off. To do some of that andesite, this would be a great time to talk about how it'd be very cool if I had a mailbox system. That way, not only would I be able to send stuff to viewers, or I should say not only could viewers send stuff to me, I could send items back, except I never figured that out. I don't have a centralized way to keep track of all that stuff, because otherwise, what would stop people from just sending me items they acquired in creative? That cobblestone looks odd. I should fill it in. I'll need to cover it up with stone, but that can be later. Nighttime's already here again. Has it really been 20 minutes? I say because the game currently does not have any sounds. And along. Alright, while we are here, let me grab a bunch of this stone. And we'll just make another 4 stacks of stone brick real quick while we're up here. And back to work we go. It's kind of funny how I made the path and then I proceed to go around the path. I can't remember the last time I worked on renovating a cave in such a way. I feel like it's been a long while. Maybe this will give me ideas for the other active survival world I have going on. That's not what I wanted. Granted, in a pre 1.8 chunk, is it next to a 1.8 chunk? Because that's also possible. Alright, is there anything I want to do with up there? Because as I see it, I should probably just fill this in. I wonder what's up top, because in fact, if I use, say, this block, it'd be cool if I could put a skylight, but I feel like it's right underneath my outpost. That's not the button I wanted. Or what about notepad? So 361950 327. Because it'd be nice if I could have a little skylight right there, but I'm pretty sure that's underneath this. So this is 19. This is right underneath the door. 50327. So the 4 blocks I wanted were essentially these 4. If this was shifted over a few blocks that way, I would have been able to put the skylight there. Oops. Oh well. I'll probably just fill it in with stone then. So let's head up here real fast. And where do I want to have the ceiling? That's a buzz. Think it's important? Oops. Unless if I do leave it there. Yeah, we'll go one more block downward. At least up until there. There we go. Swap that out with cobblestone, and now I'll just fill in the rest of that. I'll need to make sure that I dig up the blocks next to the stairs. I guess I haven't run into any stairs so far. That's some chunk errors back in the day. If the terrain generator never changes, it's hard to tell where the difference is between original chunks versus regenerated or repopulated chunks. Probably just get rid of all of that. No, because then it throws it off here. Maybe what I should do instead is dig this one up. Decisions, decisions. Do we have stone stairs yet? Because I feel like having stone stairs would be nice for the ceiling. Or maybe stone slabs, but if there were stone slabs... Oh, we do have stone slabs because I remember needing to cook it up twice to get the smooth stone. Anyways, not important. So we will... I guess we'll just keep going. Let me make this a square real fast. I'll take that coal. There's a very high ceiling, and I didn't really mean for it to be. But at the same time, there's a tall nether portal. Nether portals usually are not this tall. Alright, so now I'm thinking... Oh yeah, I can take these off the floor. I just put them on the floor because I knew I was going to dig up the walls. Now that I have a lot of stone brick in place. Speaking of... Oh, I still have plenty. Plus now I have a lot of stone to replenish for when I need to. For some reason, I just got a flashback to my 3DS series again. Because I remember the area I was working on, I think was part way in a cave as well. Nope, there was a my test world. My test world on there was in a cave. My personal survival world on the 3DS. It's gonna be nice once I have the, or I should say it'll be nice once the 3DS world converter is available. It'll be fun to hop back on that world and explore it. It'll also be nice to get the download available to the public, since I don't think I provided either copy just yet. Maybe I do only have the original, the standard 3DS version available for download. I can't remember, but I know I did not provide a converted copy yet. I only have a converted copy of my 360 World. There are also old versions of Through the Android, but that's just regular Bedrock. I should say it's old Bedrock, since that was all the limited world size. I don't know how to do this corner. This feels weird, because I could shave that off and just have to be like that. But then now we have this down here. Is there no good way to do this? Not particularly. I'll just leave it like that. Alright, come here, Cole. I need you. Now here's the question. Does this count as wall or ceiling? Because that determines whether or not it should be stone or stone brick. And that's where the difficulty comes in. Small decisions like that. But while we're looking at this, how exactly do I want to handle the corners? Maybe I'll just do it like that. There we go. I used up the perfect amount of stone brick. Alright, how are we feeling? I think we need more torches. This was much nicer. Now this feels like a proper pathway. Hooray. It is no longer just a cave. Oh well, hold on, I guess I have all this dirt at the top I need to get rid of. Ta-da! And now I have some of this dirt to clean up the outside. So we'll probably do the same thing here. We're gonna replace all this with stone brick real fast. I'll be covering the top part though. I'll probably just dig that one up. I don't know how to do what's down there though, because what I could do is I could leave it as the stair and then just do it like that. Decisions, decisions, decisions. The wheeling, the wall ceiling. I suppose so. This seems rather dark now. Oh, I don't have a way to get up top. Oops. Oh well, I guess I do. I just go this way. Alright, with the dirt I have, let me cover this up mostly. Probably just there. Leave that part as it is. Unless if I wanted to expand even more. Oops. I'm glad I picked up that torch. Because if I do it like that, then I can even do it like that. That's just a whole bunch of dirt right there, though. Without any stone on the side. Because now it feels like some of this here should be stone. Probably have it like that. That way if it like part of the mountain, and it's not just a giant wall of dirt. There we go. For the most part, I'll just leave it. Leave it as it is, or else I'll be there for another half hour, changing one block at a time and deciding if that's an improvement or not. Alright, if the floor, real fast, if the floor has a lot of oxidization to it, how would we look at it on the ceiling? I guess nothing, oh, nope, there's one block here. One block for the roof is starting to oxidize. And it's kind of cool watching the process over time. I think it was a wise decision using all that copper. We are on day 6,540. Pretty soon we'll be on day 6543. That'll be in another hour. Alright, so we got the front looking all nice and happy. We got the back rather squared compared to the beveled edges. But now this tunnel's all complete. So hooray! That's one and done. So now we're gonna head off in this direction, because I think this tunnel might be next. Maybe what I should do is I should try to poke through all the way on that side. Have it all meet up. Oh, this is way down here at 78. This one's at 81, so I guess it's not too far down. Peekaboo, I see you. Alright, we're just gonna open this up real fast here. This way it'll just be all one connected area. Is that live? Nope. I was not watching live. I recommend y'all making sure that your viewing experience is also live. I guess keep that one up. Then square it out before I decide what to do. I'll probably just put a window there. Let's first, I guess, bring this over. Select 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. I wonder if I could do a big old 4x4 here. Yeah, I'll just carve it up a little more. Ta-da! Except now I don't currently have a way back in. And now I do. Alright, there's our starting point. One block at a time. Just like what Jeb said. Alright, so now... Maybe I should have put the... Hold up. Probably should have done this real fast. There we go. Let me head out here real quick though, because I think this probably should be filled in. Alright, no more going outside. At least not through that area. Maybe I should put the stairs in. Almost like the pathway outside. There we go. The small details. Small details. This definitely has a much lower ceiling than the other area. I think now I'm good to keep working on the walls, though. Alright, we're getting there. And no one will ever know that there wasn't really a cave to begin with. Only a small portion. I feel a sneeze. Can I pineapple this sneeze away so that way it doesn't bother me? This pineapple on pizza, perhaps? It left me alone for now, but I'm pretty sure that sneeze will be back with a vengeance. So now I sit and I wait. In the meantime, though, we're gonna keep working on this, because we're just about done with this little branch of the tunnel. Hooray! Also gonna grab all this coal because I need more coal. And because I have the stone to fill it in, make it look all nice and neat. Alright, we'll probably push this back. Make this another diagonal. Alright, we're nearly done, because after this wall, it'll just be swapping out some of the dirt in the ceiling. And then, on to the next area. It'll be on the opposite side of the staircase. That is my roof. I should probably make that look a little bit nicer from the outside. Alright, I think, ta-da, now we're all good. Just make sure I also still have some more torches. Oh, I don't. Those were the last of my torches. Oops. We're gonna slide all that over. Alright, how we looking? I think we're all set now. That's done. This is taken care of. Hooray! So let's zoom up here and grab some dirt. Make sure that this one's all completed. In fact, we'll probably lower that a little bit. Alright, how's it looking from the outside? I think it's pretty good. We got that one all filled in. This one's mostly filled in, I guess. Howdy, Ian. Welcome back. Boop. Where's the coal? We're gonna need more. That's why I've been mining it. Alright, so now on to the next area. I could probably put more of that dirt away. I don't know what I'll do with all that dirt. But eventually, surely I'll find a use for it. Oops. I'll also need to go tree chopping when I can. But that'll be later. I don't know what Brickcraft is like. I haven't played it. It's not on my to play list. Surely other people have made videos. It's like Minecraft, but instead of blocks, it's Lego bricks. That's what the screenshots look like. So I think we're all good now. Except the sun's going down. So yeah, we'll be working on this tunnel over here. This one goes... I need to make sure this isn't a full-on cave system. So it pops out here. That's good. So then we go down here, and it pops out here as well. Yeah, this is going to be a long section. I do wonder, though. I don't think I've played Lego Worlds. I've probably seen videos of it years ago. So that's down. What if we go up one more? What's up top? So this one just sort of loops around. So here's that area I was working at before. Oh, this is what pops out underneath. I see, I see. Howdy, Henry. Welcome back. Alright, let's go around. Boop. Wait, if you already know what people are saying, what it's like, why are you asking me if... Or I should say, why are you asking me what is it like? Let's combine that. Combine that. Clean up my stacks. Clean inventory is a happy inventory. I grabbed all the glass, right? I have not launched it. It is outside my area of interest for the time being. I have other stuff happening. Alright, there we go. We're gonna put away these seeds. They keep bothering me. That farm is nearly full. I should say the wheat. The wheat and, not potatoes. The wheat and the carrots are nearly grown up. Boop. Speaking of carrots, I'll need to start the pig farm. I'll do that probably next to the horse stable. That'll be later. I'm working on caves. We have that cave down there that needs to be renovated. I almost feel like something should go right there, but I want to get that area in first. You know what I could do? If I utilize the space right here, I could have something hanging. But first, we're gonna work down there. That'll be the cave I want to clean up. There's nothing down there. Nope, that doesn't go where it needs to. It's kind of funny to go to the cave that's down. I need to first go up because this just drops right here. Alright, so I have the glass. I have the cobblestone. Let's start squaring this place out first. Then once I have a better idea for the shape I want, this could be an issue. That's a 2-block jump there. I'll probably just bring all this back by one then. Any particular reason for your acquisition of a new van? Is the previous one getting old? 2021, so recent. It feels. Can you see the problem here? We're gonna take care of this before it becomes a problem. Oh, there's not one there. There we go. I was not expecting it to only be 1 block. Oops. 1 or 2 blocks. That was rather anticlimactic. I really thought there's going to be much more gravel up there to fall. That was not true. Oh well. Alright, so what we'll do for here is we're gonna fill this in with stone real fast. That way I don't need to see the improper blocks that are up there. So now I think this is all better connected. Leave that there for now. This is going to take a lot of stairs. I have 47, so that should get us to where we need to be first. Oop. Do I want this little... Sure, I'll take it. Alrighty. I think now I'm good to start working on the floor. Once I have the floor in place, that's when I know how I want to do the walls. So instead of just building here, I want this to stick out a little bit more. So we're going to have this go all the way to here. And then of course I'll add some more glass, but let's get this going first. I saw that. I'll need to pick it up when I can. And I think I might even raise this up to 3 blocks. We'll just open it up a little bit more. And because I'm not a big fan of the 2 blocks. 2 block fall only. Is that how I wanted it? I don't think that's right. Because if I'm going to do it like that, then it needs to be like that. Well, then that's going to have to be wall, which means if I wanted it like this, all this is going to have to go. Oop, I didn't mean to fill up on torches like that. Well, either way, let's start placing all this down. There we go. And so that becomes stone brick. You know what? Maybe I should put the stairs in first. The stair blocks before I start working on the floor. Well, I know that's going to be there. And so instead of digging out, we're just going to start layering this down. Because I already had to push it back quite a lot. I'll figure out that corner later. Well, we got most of the stairs in place, at least. Hooray! And now that we have inventory space, we're going to drop down real fast because I need to. Let's put that someplace where I'll know it. We have a bunch of stuff in the water that needs to be picked up. Look at this big old mess I made. At least it's all here and not at the bottom. I will say that is one feature of 1.13 I do appreciate. Items floating in water. Although heavy stuff like these stone materials, I feel like they should sink, but I don't know how many blocks sink. Maybe because it's a building material, it's preferred that it floats. I think there are certain items that do not float in water because they're heavy. At least they're supposed to be. Alright, so let's toss the blocks that are not stone and cobblestone. And gravel. Well, I should say a flint. Because that's not cobblestone either. I almost want to put a bridge from there to here, but I feel like that would be redundant and not look very good. Oh, that's right, I ran out of stairs. That's okay. I think I'll need to start figuring out how exactly I want to have the floors. Because what I could do is I could just start filling this in. Let's grab the stone brick. If I just did something like this, this would not be too big a deal. We're out of stone brick, but that's why I'm trying to dig the walls with this big axe. Well, good enough, I suppose. That's not completely square though, so let's dig that up. Alright. Come on, Granite, get over here. You gotta go. I think once I get closer to the top, it'll be easier to work with. This is just a very, very steep part. And in fact, I had to smooth it out just a little bit to make sure that all the staircases lined up. Oh man, I missed a block. There we go. Oh, because now I missed multiple blocks. Should have verified that. I was saying earlier about how I needed to make sure that I had the blocks next to the stairs proper. So fill that in. We'll just push that back to there. That means that'll become stairs as this becomes cobblestone. Do I just fill all this in? I feel like this won't look very good if I do it like that. But then let's bring all that inward. Oh wait, hold on. This is supposed to be stone. Decisions, decisions, decisions. As long as it looks good in the end, that's the important part. It's also nighttime. Oh, have we reached it? No, not yet. We have one more day. Another 20 minutes. Where did the last hour go? I should say where did the last 40 minutes, because the last thing I realized it was we were 20 minutes into this. And now we're a whopping hour. We're already halfway done. And zoop. Alright, back to work on here. How are we looking? I should have grabbed more cobblestone stairs. That was my fault. Alright, well, I'm still trying to get the stone brick in place here. Oopsies. Oh no, that one was right. I feel like there's no right way to keep this pattern going because there will be cases where you look at it and think, this probably isn't right. And I'm going to make sure this time to dig up the block next to the stairs. I've learned my mistake from last time. I wonder if I end up having a net positive of blocks after all of this. If I end up digging more spaces out than what I end up filling in. Because I feel like I carved out more than what I placed down, with the exception of stairs. However, when I end up with stuff like dirt and the different stone variations, that costs additional stone to fill in, both stone and stone brick, and cobblestone as well. Alright, let's bring that up. There we go. This probably looks better from over there. When I'm at the farm, I'll need to take a look, see how things are going. I feel like now that I have these torches in place, it's looking much better. Ceiling's a little low right here though. But at some point, I guess what I could do. Oh, that's why that was filled in. Because of you. I was gonna say, what I could do is I could dig up this, and this, then it'll be evened out. But then I realized I can't do that. That's why it was filled in to begin with. Alright, well, let's start getting the cobblestone floor in. That way I could see where the... I could see where the walls belong. And I think now is also a great time. You know what? We'll finish the walls first. One thing at a time. We'll finish the walls, and then we'll put down the... We'll head up top again and grab everything we need for the cobblestone stairs. This doesn't go outside, right? Cool. Just making sure. Because if it was, I would want to poke another exit. I don't even know what I'm gonna have down here. It's just tunnels for the time being. I'm making sure it's all nice and bright though. And if I have a stair block there, that needs to be stone brick. And how is there still more floating gravel? I thought I got rid of all that. I don't know what I'll do for this section. I'll probably just fill the wall in. No, I'll probably fill in the floor and then fill it in on the underside. Decisions, decisions, decisions. But first, we're gonna make 2 stacks of you. And while I'm here, I guess I'll also toss the other stone types. A clean inventory is a happy inventory. Let's organize all this. There we go. That looks much cleaner. Hooray. Excuse me, everyone. Talking to the pigs if the pigs can talk back. There we go, that feels better. It was bothering me that I didn't have the stairs to fix that. But yeah, while I'm here, let me make sure to finish the ceiling before I move on to the next areas. I think I see more floating gravel. How did that end up happening? The one block missing. What I think I'll do is just have that like that. And then we'll continue straighten all this out. I'm probably just gonna fill that in. Decisions. These decisions I'm making are not very important. And there's the bottom of my house. No, there's the bottom of the pathway. I didn't realize there was coal down here. Well, either way, we're gonna dig up all this coal real fast. Because I could use the coal. And I also want to repair my pickaxe. How we doing? 55. Oh, that's nice, because I just spent a stack making all the torches I currently have on me. Alright, how are we looking? When the one coal block gives plenty. Hooray! I knew it. That did not put the stairs where I wanted them to. Alright, well, let's get the floor in place. That way I know how the wall's supposed to be looking. We are getting there. Once we make it to that corner, things are going to be going smoother. Oops, didn't mean to dig up that one. Fill that in. I don't know what I'll use this gravel for, but eventually I'll take advantage of it. Alright, so now I'm thinking probably keep working on the floor, but the question is how exactly do I want the floor to go? Let's open up this top part, that way it's easier to see, and I might push this back one more. So if I fill that in, I'll have the walls be next to it. And then I'll figure out how exactly I want to do the underside from there. Let's just get that piece in first. Do that, open this up. Do I even want to use this? I don't think so. I think I'll just fill that in real fast. I also don't know how I'm going to have this. Yeah, I'll probably just end up expanding it a little more. And then just going from there. Because I can have glass, glass, glass. And then one more there. Alright, dig this up. Well, maybe all this will be filled in. So then that would make all of that the stone brick. In fact, let's just head up real fast. I say it's 11:11. Nope, just making sure I had the numbers right. Welcome everyone to day 6543. Hooray, we got four consecutive numbers in a row. I don't even know how many hours that is, but 6,543. That's a lot of Minecraft days. I don't know what the average lifespan of a Minecraft world is, but I'm sure it's dependent on person. We're definitely not going to hit 10,000 by the time part 4 is over, but we'll hit 10,000 eventually. Especially since I feel like we started part 3. Oh, sorry, I feel like we started part 4 around 3,000, I think. 3 or 4,000. I'd have to look at the last backup in 1.6.4 and then compare that to, I should say, look at the last backup, get how many world ticks, how many game ticks have passed to get the age of the world, and then convert that to Minecraft days. Alright, here we go. I think we're all good now. So let me just fill that in. And now that I've got the floor completed, I also know where to put the stone brick walls. And I'll need to make sure, oh, I guess keep that there. That next to the stairs is properly taken care of. I'm out of stone brick, and I don't have enough stone to repair it. Alright, let's head up top, see how much stone we currently have. Maybe I'm good with the cobblestone. Maybe I should start focusing on mining with Silk Touch. I still have plenty for now. I just need enough to make another set of stone bricks. And while we are here, let's put away all the stuff we don't need. Hooray, all that coal. Hooray, past the stack of gravel. Alright, we're almost done with this corner. Oop. Wow, we are very close to being done with this corner. In fact, I think now we are done. Oh, that's not true. Just kidding. I forgot this part of the wall. I took care of one side, but not the other. Oh yeah, in fact, I'll also need to lay down this glass as well. There we go. I think this is all plenty bright. Let's take a look, see what the block light level is. I'll ignore the skylight because that's not important. I don't see anything lower than 9, so I think we're all good. That's a block that needs to be replaced based on how I had it before. I'll do one last look around. Let's see if there's anything else I'm missing. But I think we're all set. Up, everything appears to be all good. So how is it looking on this underside? If all of this needs to be filled in with stone, what I'll have to do is dig up the floor. And because of all the stone that I've learned I don't really have, we're just gonna dig this up now. This kind of works out to my benefit though, because this will lower the floor to the level where I'm already at. So then it should be good to just put the stairs in. This will lower the floor to the level where the platform is for the staircase. So that's a positive. And boop. I kind of hit my head there. Can I get rid of that? I can, but do I want to? Otherwise, I could just come up with something else to walk across here. You know what? I just had an idea. I never thought of it before. You know how carpet blocks have to be placed on another block? What I could do... Here, we'll move that over. What I could do is I could use tripwire. I could put carpet on tripwire. And then that will allow me to keep the carpets up nice and high. Maybe that's what I'll do. We'll see if I really want to put carpet in here though. Alright, let me also just fill this in real fast. I wanted the coal, totally worth it. There's a stack and 40 in there that I acquired. Alright, so next is cobblestone. I'll probably have one layer of cobblestone here. This goes into the staircases. Nope. For the stair blocks. And I think we're gonna lower all of this. Or I could just do it like that. Only lower those. And then let me just, no wait, no, keep that as stone. All right, so let me head up top here, make sure, yeah, with all this taken care of, this is indeed the next step. Except one thing, I was thinking about it, and I decided this is supposed to be stone brick. Because that's like the corner. Nope. There we go. Oh, wait, hold on. There we go. So yeah, that's supposed to be stone brick because that's next to the grim stone bricks. That really does kind of look like blackstone though. I think now we're good. I guess I'll keep working on the floors for now. So how far does this go? So one path is an exit there, and then this other path, does this go all the way? Yeah, it does. Another window. Alright, this one's good all the way up through, I guess, up here. Let me just fill all that in. And then I think I'll stop it here. Oh, you know what I could do? I gotta just go all the way around. How do I want to deal with this corner, though? Because I could do something like that. I don't know. Let's dig up the floor, though. I feel like I had something similar down below in another part of the tunnel. I don't remember exactly what I did. So I think we'll just leave it like this. It's also kind of dark. I'll need to put the torch back when I can. You got some Cheez-Its, or are you asking me if I have some Cheez-Its? I haven't had Cheez-Its in a while, even though I have my Cheez-It counter on here. It's not the same kind of cheese. You have the Cheez-Its? Enjoy them. Cheez-Its are great. Alright, we're all good. Yeah, I guess just start down here working on the walls now. I think it's nighttime now. Yeah, so to feel a little bit better, let me put down some torches as I leave the area because I don't want any bad guys popping up while I'm gone. I'll need to take care of the ceiling. Let's take all this up real fast. I wasn't even paying attention to the ceiling, but now I've realized it can use some cleaning up. I wonder, I just pick this up. I wonder if it's faster from where I'm currently at to just go around here. And bunny hop. Our helicopter. That's an arrow. This is why we need more torches. Make sure this area is all nice and bright. No, Mr. Skellybum. I don't want to deal with you. Alright, the next time we're gonna see consecutive days is day 6,789. 6789. We have a ways to go until then. It's only a couple hundred days, though. And then after that, it'll be day 7654. Alrighty. We're gonna let him burn up real fast. Bye. I didn't really want to pick up his stuff. He didn't drop anything, right? He dropped a bone. I could use that for bone meal. And now, I gotta find where the cave is. Oh, here it is. I want to say there's also coal here that I acquired. We're gonna fill this in real fast. I guess this one should be cobblestone. Alright, we're coming back to you because we're still working on this area. We have to get all these walls in place. And I think now, okay, now the ceiling should be all organized. So I should be in the clear to just work on the walls. And there's that dilemma again. I'll fill in what I know for sure needs to be filled in for the ceiling corner pieces, the wheelings, as said earlier. That goes all the way, right? Yeah, that's all on the same axis until the lower section. Guess I'll just get rid of that. Uh-oh. Huzzah! I wonder how that happens. How the blocks end up getting a little stuck right at the very edge where they want to be pushed out, but they don't. Wonder if that's another internal server thing. I did not mean for that to happen. Alright, how are we looking? Yeah, so what to do for here? I guess I could just lift it all the way. Close enough. Alright, this wall... I guess it's almost done. Maybe I should bring it all the way to here. You know what I could do? This might end up looking nicer. Is if I just... doop. Did that. There we go. Make sure to combine the stacks, keep them all nice and organized. There we go. Clean inventory is a happy inventory. At some point, I'll probably Google it if you keep talking about it. I'll probably get rid of you. Did I do that right? Yes, I did. Because that's where the stone brick goes. Sure, I'll fill that in all the way. I didn't know if there was going to be a pillar there or not. I decided to just go for it. His name is Tome. If his name is Tome, why is it Thomas's English mushrooms? Not mushrooms, muffins. Thomas's English mushrooms. Why are the mushrooms English? Anyways, not important. Let's start putting these torches on the walls here because it's rather dark. It would be wise to have these in place to make sure everything's all nice and bright. This doesn't look right. On the commercial, he says Tom. Oh, he says Tom. Tom is short for Thomas. That makes sense. You know what? Maybe I just need to boop all that real fast. All this needs to be taken care of as well. Let's say as we reach that last half hour of the day. All these commercials, I should say, talk about these commercials. I was thinking back to when I was indeed watching TV and whatnot, and I had to deal with commercials, and it made me realize it's been around 10 years, That was 2015 when I last made an attempt to watch TV, regular televised media. The reason why I know that was 2015 is because Power Rangers Dino Charge was going on at the time. And I thought to myself, it'd be kind of cool if I watch this live, do like the normies do and watch a show week by week. Although, this was 2015, so that's what people were doing then. Not so much these days, everything's just on a streaming service. Anyways, so that's what I attempted to do. I don't know how long it lasted though, but that was a short-lived attempt watching Power Rangers week by week. And then that was kind of it. So the reason why I know it's 2015 is because Power Rangers Dino Charge was 2015. And so that just happened to be the latest Power Rangers going on at the time, since there have been many different series. 30 seasons and like 25-ish different sets of Power Rangers, I believe. No, maybe even less than that. Maybe closer to 30. Anyways, not important. Important part being, I finally have a good time frame for when that was happening, because I was looking into Power Rangers yesterday, and I saw, oh hey, that was 2015. Yeah, as a fan of dinosaurs and as a fan of Power Rangers, I thought to myself, watching Power Rangers Dino Charge live would be fun. And now, a decade later, it's time for me to watch Power Rangers not live, because the series ended in 2023. The primary story started all the way back with Mighty Morphin back in 1993. That came to an end for the 30th anniversary in 2023. I didn't even realize Power Rangers ended. The thing with Strongholds, though, is that this is made out of cobblestone in the floor. I don't think stone. I think I should say Strongholds only have cobblestone stairs in the floor. Otherwise, they don't have any cobblestone. Wait, it ended? The primary timeline or whatever ended in 2023. I want to say the wiki was talking about a planned reboot series that would be a separate universe and whatnot. But yeah, otherwise, the main Power Rangers timeline ended with the 30th anniversary 2 years ago. And looks like nighttime is approaching, so we'll catch some Z's and reset the weather timer as a big Zella moon rises. Still have 3 pigs. The 3 little pigs protected from the big bad wolf, even though wolves in Minecraft attack sheep, not pigs. Not important. I don't know if that's the largest Zella moon, but it was one of the large ones. I would have to really look at the moon to see which size we're on. Alright, how's this going? I think, because that's a long tunnel, I think we're going to take care of the short one. And I kind of want to just fill this in. Alright, let's probably use Soak Touch. We'll clean this up a little bit, square it out like the others. There are 8 Zella moon sizes because there are 8 phases of the moon in Minecraft. So you can see 8 Zella moon sizes. And I'm trying to think, where do I want this to end? I'm kind of just feeling like just having it stop. We'll see how it is after I get this down. Because I could just end it off here. Just build some, just have the cobblestone sticking out. Probably, excuse me, Mr. Chicken. If I wanted, I could start a chicken farm, but I don't know how much I want to. Because I could fill this in. Probably just do that, I suppose. And then this way, it's just gonna have a little natural ending where the stone brick and the cobblestone just sort of leads into the grass of the surrounding area. You laid an egg. Maybe I should call you Mrs. Chicken. That's not supposed to be cobblestone. Oops. Alright. Now to do with the ceiling. Maybe just having it like that. Alright, well, in keeping up with the theme, let's take up the floor. Finish this up now that I have the stairs in place. Do I want to go for the coal? We're going for the coal. It's so nice that I finally get to appreciate all the coal I have here. Because I'm enjoying it while it's high up, because I've learned we don't have any coal down below. If I want coal, stick to the surface. And that's how it's going to be for the rest of the series. There's probably no way, Paul, to find the coordinates or the seeds of that first stronghold. I don't even know if it generated like that. For all we know, that was just a concept and all the blocks were placed manually. I don't remember the origin because I know what that picture is, the one with it above ground, but I don't think that was a generated structure at the time. It could have been, but I don't remember the history of it. I just remember it being a concept image. It's probably impossible to find the seed as well because that would be a non-finalized version of the terrain generator. I heard about the Brickcraft game that got shared by Omni Archive. Yes, I've been in Omni Archive for almost 8 years now. I can assure you, I saw when it was published to the public. It's not really my area of interest. Wasn't this published 2 weeks ago? 2 to 3 weeks ago? I'm surprised y'all are asking me about it today. Hold on, let me go back to the original announcement. Because now I want to know. Yeah, 6/24. This was like a month ago. Because we're on 7/21. It's been about 4 weeks. Interesting. Alright, so now Phoenix SC made a video of it. I should have known. Truth be told, I haven't seen a Phoenix SC video in a while because I've been getting through my to watch list. So I've been watching TV shows and movies while I eat instead of whatchamacallit. I've been watching TV shows and movies instead of videos on the tube. Alright, what do we have? A little less than 20 minutes. We're gonna keep going. We're not gonna finish this today, but we made very good progress. Hooray! In fact, I'm probably also going to push this back and stop the wall there. And then just keep the floor over here. And boop. Would South-C1 know about the original Stronghold development stuff? I don't even know what content he makes these days. I can't remember what he's known for. I don't remember if I've ever talked with him directly. I just have indirect communication. Tomorrow you don't have to be 16 to be able to stream on YouTube. Because I was reading through the change. Oh wait, no, to stream. Correct, to stream. I thought you were going to say to watch on YouTube. But yes, I remember reading through the note, the official Google support article, and I saw the changes on there and thought, so they're bumping it up from 13 to 16 to stream on the tube. Interested. So you can still watch, just not stream directly. I wonder how they'll catch people who are not within that age group streaming. Because I wonder if they're bumping it up from 13 to 16 to try to catch the people who are just under 13, but they're gonna stream to YouTube anyway. And that's not stone. Alright, I think we're good. Just going around checking the lighting primarily. I'll probably put that one there and put that torch there instead. It was a little better distributed. Alright, I think now we're all set. I kind of like this open area here. Just sort of pops out. Probably toddlers that stream. Probably not that young. Because I don't think they're cognitive enough to know how to use YouTube. I won't say impossible, but I think to myself, someone that young just does not know how to get to the stuff. Who enabled such a child? Alright, how much do I want to fill in versus how much do I want to just leave out? AI. AI would not. Who gave the child access to AI? AI children? AI children on YouTube? I can't say no because with how much AI has advanced, I'm sure there are AI channels like that out there. Family Guy grounding video. I feel like I don't understand your current usage of the word grounding. I hear someone outside with like a leaf blower. Y'all probably don't hear it, but I hear it. Oops. You know what? Here's what we're gonna do. Grounding a kid. That's what I was assuming, but I'm trying to think. Instead of grounding a kid, they grounded YouTube. That's the part I'm not visualizing. Oops. And I think I'm gonna clear up the floor now. It's also nighttime though, so we'll need to reset the weather timer soon. How do you ground YouTube without, unless you had YouTube personified? Oh, that seems a little... Ah, not the seeds. I didn't want that. I was gonna say that seems a little dark, so we'll put down a torch. I guess the last moon we saw was the largest Zello moon, because that's the smallest Zello moon. For AI to populate the galaxy, AI has to take physical form. We're getting there, but the currently advanced AIs we have are all still on existing hardware that has a set physical size. I don't know how far we are at AIs creating other physical AIs. I'm also getting low on stone brick. Oh, this is a very tiny thing. Hold on, never mind. I changed my mind. We're gonna open that up. For it to take physical form, it has to grab the physical materials from somewhere. And I don't think it's there yet. Grounding YouTube because of 16 plus stream requirement. I don't think we have the same kind of humor. That reminds me of an episode, The Really Loud House, I just watched yesterday. That was a great series to get through while I was working on my beta 1.8 world. Caillou gets grounded. Is that like a YouTube parody channel? Took clips from the show and dubbed over the audio. I'm out of stone brick. And that's why I was using Silk Touch on all this stone. And my inventory is starting to become a mess again. For AI to take over a biological form, it has to interface. It has, because currently the AIs that exist are all on digital hardware. They would have to take on the physical form. Animate animations. Okay, that makes sense. Organic intelligence. Would that not be the same as what we have? Are we not considered organic intelligence? Or have organic intelligence? Alright, so then yes, it is us. You're just laughing at how horrible the video was. Such is how it goes. Sometimes you find a video that is entertaining, even if you don't watch it on the regular. Howdy, howdy to you as well. Welcome to the stream. I don't remember the last time I watched a superhero movie. Marvel and DC and all that. You know what movie I haven't watched yet, but I've been meaning to? Jurassic World Rebirth. YouTube keeps recommending me videos of reviews, and I'm like, leave me alone, because I want to form my own opinion. Well, one thing I've noticed, a lot of these reviews are saying they're not a big fan of it. And so that's rather unfortunate, because I remember how many people not being a big fan of Dominion, myself included. Alright, I think I'm going around making sure that all of this is taken care of. Should be good up until this point. Maybe we will finish this tunnel today. We have about 8 minutes to get this part all completed. And I think let's start filling all this in. Alright, cool. Let's see how fast we can get the walls in place. Not all too sure just yet how far I'll be expanding outward though. Good thing I still have the glass on me. I'll be able to just plop in the glass. You would like to be Count Dooku? What's stopping you from being Count Dooku? Or Count Dooku? No force. No force yet. One day, perhaps, us as humans will be bestowed upon something, an energy that we can use as the force. I don't think we're there yet. At least not the people living out in public. Who knows what sorts of gifted ones they have in the secret government facilities. Alright, I think now I just kind of need to figure out where to put the glass. Do I even need this to be glass? This is kind of... Nah, this is not in a convenient area, never mind. The other one I will leave as a staircase. This one I think... How do I want to do it? I'll probably pop this out real quickly here. Maybe what I'll do is, if I put that as cobblestone, that's... Whadoop. So then now, it'll just be these 3 pieces. Unfortunately, it's going to leave us at an odd number. Oh well. And that last thing, we're just going to fill this in real fast. Make it look nice. Say it's possible to have the Half-Life universe? I don't know what you're talking about. I want to say something like the Resonance Cascade is scientifically impossible with our current range of knowledge. Part of that is, I don't think we currently have a way to cross over into other universes. We would need a Zen crystal to begin with, which means we'd have to go to Zen. We don't have teleportation technology. I should say we don't have teleportation technology of that scale. Robot Revolution is more likely. Half-Life VR, but the AI is self-aware. That had nothing to do with AI. But, oh man, I remember when that series was going on. And it was all over the Half-Life community. Anyways, I brought that up because it was like one day the AI becomes AI out here in the real world, self-aware. And so it's like we're gonna start doing stuff. I forgot I had horses in there. Portal Gun was gonna use Zen crystals. I remember seeing the original, or maybe not the original, but a very old concept 3D model of the portal gun. And I wonder if it was still planning to have Zen crystals at that time. And zoop. Let's catch some Z's, reset the weather timer. Alright. So now I think I'm gonna clear out all of this real fast. Oh yeah, what else do I need? Have I not constructed everything I've needed thus far? Still don't have those seeds. In fact, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take back all these eggs. I have a stack of sulfur. How'd that all happen? Guess I'll also take back the golden apple. If I'm taking this back with us specifically, I could totally see Cave Johnson having stolen Black Mesa tech. That's something he would do. Alright, we have another couple minutes. That's about it important. Do. Alright, so now we're gonna leave the eggs in here because this is all my farming stuff, and there's a good possibility I'll want to construct an egg farm. I don't know what I'll use those eggs for, but if I have a chicken farm with eggs, as long as I have enough iron for the hoppers and the water buckets and all that, we'll be fine. I don't think, thinking about it now, I don't think they used any sort of hoppers within the Minecraft movie. No, that's not true. There are hoppers at the Steve's Lava Chicken. Steve's Lava Chicken stuff. Lava Chicken Shack? I can't remember what the name of the building itself was. I saw the movie twice in theaters, and then I pre-ordered the 4K release, the 4K Steelbook release. And then one day it showed up after I'd already forgotten about it, and that made me happy. And I went through all the extras on there. Good stuff. I also remember talking about how I was happy that the extras were subtitled, because usually you don't have extras subtitled for an optical media release. But yeah, we're all done for today. As I look around, make sure that everything's all good, so say your final thoughts. We'll be back again probably tomorrow. I'm pretty sure this is going to be a regular week. If all goes according to plan, this week should be regular, and I think next week is going to be a little short. But yeah, that's all it for today. Thank you all for watching. Bye.